Hey guys, Matt Starr here, mattstarcoaching.com. I hope you're doing great. I want to talk to you today about the concept of taking specific action for a definite purpose. This is a phrase that's used in the book Think and Grow Rich, which is a huge resource if you're interested in having a more successful life generally, especially in your career. But just generally speaking, it's way ahead of its time. It's over 80 years old and it just nails it. But this concept, again, specific action for a definite purpose. So, if you're like me, you can get this avalanche of ideas, and if you got a pen or your phone, you grab and you start writing stuff down, and then you look at the list and it just seems overwhelming, right? And we can lose sight of the initial inspiration that brought all those ideas into our mind, right? So in the moment that you're getting these ideas, it's like, whoa, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and it feels really connected and really like clear as to what is next for you to do. And then when it comes into the doing phase, again, you can look at this and go, why did I even put this on the list? What is this thing? Why am I needing to call this guy? It can just get blurry. So it's very helpful to be organized. And that's why I always recommend to my clients that you get a very clear vision and goal. You need that. You have to have your barometer. It's like getting out in the car and just starting to drive. I mean, where are you going? So you need to have that goal in mind and have everything that you're doing line up with that goal, because you might think, well, I didn't really do much today. I had one less cigarette, than I normally do. That's about all I did. Okay, but if your goal is to be more healthy, and that's really what your goal is, then you took a step towards that goal. And it shouldn't be dismissed. So a lot of times people don't want to be held accountable for things because they don't want to get in trouble, as they might see it, right? So like, well, I had these 5 things and I only did 2, okay. Well, hey, you did 2, and the reality is if you don't make a list and keep tabs on yourself and what you're doing, what can happen is things just fall through the cracks and then the momentum gets lost, right? So it's really important to be held accountable. But here's the flip side of that. A lot of times what I've realized in my own life is I might be looking at like how much money I'm spending in different areas of my life, and I realized, under, like self-care or massages, I had a certain amount of money budgeted and I didn't spend any of it. Wow, and I'm almost at the end of the month. I gotta go get a massage, So where you might think it would be, oh no, I spent too much money on, bubble gum this month, whatever. And reality is I didn't spend enough on something that I really like. I give a budget for myself every month to buy records. And sometimes I look at that budget and I'm going, oh, I've been going to the record shop this month. I gotta go, I've been so busy working. So it helps us to stay on track, but it also helps our lives to be fuller. And so with the to-do list and checking in at the end of each day and seeing what you did and what you didn't accomplish, you want to see what you did and accomplish so you can move that to the next day and make sure it gets done. But you also want to see what you did accomplish, and that goes back to this idea of taking a specific action for a definite purpose. Again, if you just had, let's say, 1 less cup of coffee, that's a little more of an achievement, I think, than 1 less cigarette. But say you normally have 3 cups, right? And you had 1 less. But your goal is to be more healthy and to not drink so much coffee. And you specifically thought, I'm not gonna have this coffee because I wanna be healthy. And you took that definite action for a specific purpose, or specific action for a definite purpose. It has a different meaning inside. I know for me it does. And it just also resonates in the universe, because a lot of times we could take action, but if it's just within a bunch of chaos, the effects of the action just for some reason don't reverberate. The seeds don't get planted as deep. I don't know why this is, but I've definitely noticed this in my own life. But if we're conscious about what we're doing and why we're doing it, even if it's a small thing, even if it's organize my desk or call this person and say, hey, let's get together for lunch next week. I want to talk to you about something I've been thinking about. Whatever it is, it has more weight when it is for a specific, definite reason, because your goal is your focal point and everything you're doing is in alignment with your goal, is in alignment with your goal. So I hope that's helpful. and take a look at what you're doing and why are you doing it. Because living a conscious life is really what it's all about. You change your mind, you change your life. mattstarcoaching.com. If you would like to sign up for one-on-one sessions, I'd be happy to do that. And if you'd like to hire me to come to speak to your business or your company or your group, whatever it may be, I love doing that as well. Have a great day.